I just want to tell you that I'm moving to Pakistan. I have joined the army, and this is the last thing that you ever see of me. But before that, I got a play to do, and I just wanted to say hi. Oh, here's my teacher now.
Mike's doing a real good job, Suzanne. He's good.
Thank you, thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, ow. Bye, Mr. Hadley. Well, that's all I had to say, Ma. I hope you don't see me on CNN. Bye.
Me and Roger, I'm letting you know that the play is about to start, so hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned after the feature for another backstage feature presentation.
You'll have to give me some points for my speech.
Well, yes, I can help you there.
Well, I've gone through the school records, and the young lady's marks were, I'm afraid to say, only thing which she was remotely passable in was natural history.
Good in natural history.
She was an outdoor girl. Wild. Once I remember they arrested a tramp. She threw stones at the policeman. She hated injustice passionately.
Strong sense of justice. Excellent.
And generous.
Generous?
But generous to a fault. Whatever little she had, she shared. Still good-hearted. Once I remember she stole a bag of potatoes to help a poor widow.
Supreme generosity.
Generosity.
And such a sense of humor. I remember one time, oldest man in town fell and broke his leg. She said, "Oh well, now we'll have to shoot him."
Well, I've got it now. The rest, my friend, is up to you.
Yes, but it's not going to be so easy. Taking apart a woman like that from her millions.
Well, exactly. Millions! We must think in big terms here.
She's thinking of buying off the new high school.
High school?
Don't accept. Hold out.
I'm not so sure I can swing it. She may have forgotten me completely.
Now, for many years, you've been our most popular citizen. Well, the most respected and the best loved.
Why, thank you.
Therefore, I must tell you, last week I sounded out the political opposition, and they accepted. In the spring, you will succeed me to be Burgomeister by unanimous vote.
My dear Bristol,
It's true!
Oh, I'm a witness. I was at the meeting.
I'm terribly flattered. This
You
completely...
deserve it.
Burgomeister. Well, well, well. Yes, yes, yes. Friends, let's get down to business. The first chance I get, of course, I shall discuss our municipal position with play.
But tactfully. Tactfully.
Of course. What do you take me for? Everything must be correct. Psychologically correct. For instance, here, at the railway station, one false note, one single blunder could prove disastrous.
He's absolutely right. The first impression colors all the rest. Madame Zakanassian steps foot on her native soil for the first time in many years. She sees our love and she sees our misery. The tears will well up into her eyes. Her childhood friends will throng about her. I will not naturally represent myself like this, but in my black coat, with my top hat. Next to me, my husband, and before me, my two grandchildren, all in white with roses. My God, if it only comes off as I see it. If it only comes off. Wait, we must get dressed.
It's not a train. It's only the Flying Dutchman.
We still have 2 hours before she arrives.
For God's sakes, let's not lose our heads. We still have a full 2 hours.
Who's losing their heads? When she comes, you two will hold up the banner that says, "Welcome, Madame Claire Zakanassian." The rest will applaud.
Yeah!
Please! No loud cheering like last year with the Government Relief Committee. It made no impression at all. We still haven't received any loans. What we need here is a sense of genuine sincerity.
Oh, genuine sincerity.
That's how we greet with full hearts our beloved sister who has been away from us for so long. Be sincere, my friends. That's the secret. Remember, you're not dealing with a child. Next, a few brief words from me, and then the church bell will start pealing, and we will form...
Man can fix the ropes.
Yes. And then the mixed choir moves in, and we'll form two...
Form a line right here.
We'll form 2 lines leading to the station.
Stop it.
And the chorus.
You must stop forsaken home between Venice and Scotland. It cannot stop.
It stopped.
What's going on? Has there been an accident? Is this Gulen? Here, what's going on?
Who the hell are you?
But you pulled the emergency cord, madame.
I always pull the emergency cord.
I asked you, what's going on here?
And who the hell are you?
I'm the station master, madame, and I must ask you.
No.
Madame, I must insist. You stopped the Flying Dutchman. I must have an explanation.
Nonsense. Pedro.
Yes, my love.
This is Gulen. Not a thing has changed. I recognize it all. There is the forest of comrades where... Oh, and there you can see the roof of the great barn. Oh,
My God, Clara!
Claire's not gonna see it.
Claire's organizing! Oh, God! Wait! The church mouse! The church mouse! Where is the church mouse? Don't forget my husband!
The down schedule has been disrupted. I await your explanation.
You are a very foolish woman. I wish to visit this town. Did you expect me to jump off of a moving train?
You stopped the Flying Dutchman because you wish to visit the town?
Naturally.
If you wish to visit the town, the 1240 from Culverstock was entirely at your service, arrival in Gulen 117.
The local that stops at Luthenau, Loken, and Weissenbach? Did you expect me to waste 3/4 of an hour chugging dismally through this wilderness?
Madame, you shall pay for this.
Pedro, give her 1,000 marks.
But Madame,
And 3,000 for the Railway Widows Relief Fund.
but we have no such fund, Madame.
Oh, well, now you have.
The lady's Madame Claire Zokanasi.
We're talking more again? Oh my God. Naturally we would have stopped the train at once if we had the slightest idea. Here, 4,000.
Leave it. Don't fuss.
Would you like the train to wait for you while you visit the town? The administration would be delighted.
No, you may take your train away now. I don't need it anymore.
Board!
But the press, my angel, they didn't know anything about this. They're still in the dining car.
Let them stay there. I don't want the press in Gulen at the moment. Later they will just come by themselves. And now, what are you waiting for?
Board! I trust Madame will not speak of this to the administration. Pure misunderstanding. Madame Claire's on the house and now Burgermeister!
Clara.
Anton?
Yes. It's very good that you've come back, Clara.
Yes. I've waited for this moment all of my life. Ever since I left Gulen.
That is very kind of you to say.
And have you thought about me?
What? Naturally. Always. You know that.
Those were good times we spent together.
Unforgettable.
Call me by the name you used to call me.
My kitten?
What?
My kitten.
And what else?
Little witch.
And I used to call you my Black Panther. Oh, but you're gray now. And soft.
But you are still the same.
Oh, am I the same? Oh, my no, Black Panther, I am not at all the same.
In my eyes, you are. I see no difference.
Would you like to meet my fiancé, Pedro Cabral? He has an enormous plantation in Brazil.
What?
We're to be married soon.
Congratulations.
You will be my 8th husband. Pedro, darling, come here and show your face. Oh, come along, darling, come here. Don't stop. Say
Hello.
charming, a diplomat, but he's interested only in fishing. Isn't he handsome in his Latin way? You'd swear he was Brazilian, but he's not. He's a Greek. His father was a White Russian. We were betrothed by a Bulgarian priest. We plan to be married here just a few days at the cathedral.
Oh, here at the cathedral! What an honor for us!
No, not really. It was actually my dream since I was 17 to be married in the cathedral. The dreams of youth are so sacred. Don't you think so, Anton?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. I think so, too. But now I would like to take a look at my town. Oh, what's all this?
Dear lady, as rector of Gulen High School and devotee of that noble music, I take pleasure in presenting the Gulen Mixed Choir,
How do you do?
who will sing for you ancient folk song original, specially amended words.
Very well. Far away.
The town that we love!
Adam's apple.
Hey.
Most impressive. Oh, now, who are you?
Police Chief Schultz, at your service.
Well, I have no need of you at the moment. Oh, but there may be work for you by and by. Tell me, do you know how to close an eye?
Why else would I get along with my profession, madame?
You might practice closing your butt.
What a sense of humor. What?
Well, thank you very much, my dears.
Our pastor, madame.
Oh, the Mother Superior. And now is it you who gives consolation to the dying?
That is part of our ministry, yes.
And to those who are condemned to death?
Capital punishment has been abolished in this country, madame.
Oh. Well, it could be restored, I suppose.
What an original sense of humor. Please.
Well, thank you again. But I would like to take a look at my town.
Oh, may I have the honor, gracious lady?
Oh, no, thank you. These legs are not quite what they were.
Oh.
This one was actually broken in 5 places.
My kitten.
When my plane crashed into a mountain in Switzerland, all of the others were killed, even the pilot. As you see, I survived, but I don't fly anymore.
But you're as strong as ever now.
Stronger.
Never fear, our town doctor has a car.
Oh, I never ride in motors.
You never ride in motors?
Well, not since my Ferrari crashed in Hong Kong.
But then, how do you travel, my little witch? On a broom?
Mike, Max. I drove this way. It's a bit antiquated, of course, but it's perfectly safe. Mike and Max, aren't they just magnificent? They were both in jail. I bought them. I paid $50,000 apiece for them. I don't suppose you could get them now for twice that sum. Oh, and this carriage comes from the Louvre. I fancied it so much, the President of France just gave it to me. The French are so impulsive, don't you think so, Anton? Yes, of course. Go.
Oh, you wish to visit the town hall and the cathedral.
No, actually, I wish to go with Anton here and visit our old haunts once again.
Oh, very touching.
Oh, and will you send my luggage in the coffin to the Golden Apostle?
The coffin?
Yes, I brought one with me. Go.
Hooray for Claire Sakanas! Yay!
Thank God the mountain last.
Wearing, cooling. We breathe the air of cooling.
May I ask, are you?
We belong to the lady. We belong to the lady. She calls us Cobby and Lobby. We're blind.
Blind? Come along with me, then I'll show you the way.
Thank you, Mr. Policeman. Thanks very much.
How did you know I was a policeman?
By your voice, by your voice, all policemen sound the same.
Not a lot to do with policemen, they're happy little men.
Men, she calls us. Men!
Well, what are you then?
You'll see. You'll see.
What's your trade?
We have no trade. We play music, we sing, we amuse the lady, we take care of the beast, we stroke it, take it for walks.
Oh, and what beast is that?
You'll see, you'll see. We give it raw meat, and she gives us wine and spam. Every day. Every day.
Oh, rich people have the strangest tastes.
Strange tastes. Strange tastes.
Come along with me, I'll take you to the lady.
We know the way. We know the way.
She is a strange one, all right. Now you understand, Burgermeister, that a woman who for 22 years has been correcting the Latin students of good. I'm not unaccustomed to surprises. I've seen things to make someone's hair stand on end. But when that woman suddenly appeared, a shudder tore through me. It was as if a clear blue sky fury descended upon us, beating its black.
No place to turn the glad hang up. Ah, Schultz, come in, sit down. Thanks. Beer! So what's the news on the front?
Oh God, I'm just back from the Schnelling's barn. He's got them whispering and tiptoeing around like they were in church. Got me so embarrassed to let them go out of the forest by themselves.
Does the fiancé go with them?
It's the best part, the fishing net and landing rod in full marching order. Beer!
What does she expect to find in the forest?
Same thing she expects to find in the old lawn, I suppose.
The ashes of her youthful love.
Exactly.
It's poetry,
Poetry.
sheer poetry. It makes one think of Shakespeare, of Wagner, of Romeo or Juliet.
Yes, you're right. Friends, to our good and great friend Anton Schnell, who even now is working on our behalf.
Yeah, he's really working.
To my successor, Anton Schnell.
Anton Schnell!
Go off somewhere else. I'm tired of looking at you. Hey, Ro. Darling, your book is just a little farther down that path. If you listen, you can hear it from here. Bobby, will you show him where it is?
We have shown the way. We have shown the way.
Oh, look, Anton, it's our tree. And you can still see the heart that you carved in the bark so long ago.
Oh, yes, it's still there.
My, how it has grown. My limbs are twice what they were last time I saw it. And some of it has died,
It has aged, but it is still there.
just like everything else. How we have all grown. And how long it has been since I walked here barefoot on the pine needles and damp leaves. It is all just as we left it, only we have changed.
Look, a fawn.
It must be the season.
Yes.
I thought it would all be different. This is the same bench that we sat on years ago. And with these same branches you kissed me. And over there under the oleander with the sand is soft, we would lie in each other's arms. Oh, but we have changed.
Not so much. I remember the first night that we spent together. You ran and I chased you until I became quite breathless. Then I became angry and started to leave. But then I heard you call me and I looked up and you were laughing down from a tree at me.
No, the hayloft. I was in the great barn.
Were you?
Yes. Tell me more.
I remember the morning we went swimming, and afterwards we were lying on the rocks, and suddenly we heard footsteps, and we had just enough time to snatch up our clothes from behind the bushes, when out appeared the old pastor who was scolding you for not being at school.
No, it was the schoolmaster who found us. I was supposed to be in church.
Really?
Yes. What else do you remember?
I remember the time your father beat you. You showed me the scars on your back, and I swore I'd kill him. The next day I dropped a towel from a rooftop and split his head open.
You missed him.
No!
You hit old Mr. Reiner.
Did I?
Yes. I was 17 at the time. You were too. You were so handsome in those days. You were the best looking boy in town.
And you were the most beautiful girl.
We were made for each other.
So we were.
Then you married Mathilde Blumhardt in her store, and I married old Zakenosian in his oil wells. I met him at a whorehouse in Hamburg. I think it was my hair that entangled him. That old golden beetle.
Claire,
Bobby, a cigar.
my kitten smokes cigars?
Oh, yes, I adore them. Would you care for one?
Well, why, yes, I've never had one of those before.
It's a taste I acquired from old Zakenosian, among other things. He was a real connoisseur.
We used to sit on this bench, you and I, and smoke cigarettes. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
The cigarettes that I bought from Mathilde.
No, she gave those to you for free.
Please don't be angry with me for marrying Mathilde.
Well, she did have money.
But what a lucky thing for you that I did.
Oh?
You were young and beautiful. You deserved a better fate than to be stuck in this wretched town without any future.
Oh,
If you'd have stayed in Gulen and married me, your life would have been wasted like mine. My God, Clara, look at me. A broken shopkeeper in a bankrupt town.
well, you have your family.
My family? Never for a moment do they let me forget my failure, my poverty.
Even the children.
They're so completely materialistic. They have no interest whatsoever in higher things.
So Mathilde has not made you happy.
Oh, what does it matter?
How sad for you.
Yes. You know, since you went away, my life has passed by like a stupid dream. Hardly ever have been out of this place. A trip to Berlin once, 5 years ago. Also, to the lake, for 5 days. It rained all the time. That's all.
Well, the world is much the same everywhere.
At least you've seen it.
Yes, I have seen it.
You've lived in it.
I have lived in it. The world and I have been on very intimate terms.
Well, now that you've come back, perhaps things will change.
Oh, naturally. I won't leave my native town in this condition.
It will take millions to put us back on our feet again.
Well, I do have millions.
1, 2, 3.
Why not?
You mean you were willing to help us?
Yes.
Oh, my Clara. I told him you were good. I told him you were generous. Oh, my little kitten.
Did you hear that woodpecker?
Oh, yes. It's all just the way as it was when we were young and full of courage. The sun high above the pines, the great white clouds piling up on one another, the sound of wind rustling the leaves like surf on a beach. If we can only roll back time and be together always.
Is that your wish?
You may have left me, but you never left my heart. The same soft little hands.
No, not quite the same. It was actually crushed to a pulp in the plane accident. But they mended it. They seem to mend everything nowadays.
Crushed. You wouldn't know it. Oh look, another fawn.
The old wood certainly is alive with memories.
See what I cut, darling? You see, a pike, we're 2 kilos.
The pike! Hurrah! Hurrah!
She's right here! The applause has been for you!
They really blow from the heart. And that human pyramid was beautiful.
Oh.
You, come here. Show me your muscles. Magnificent. You have such strong arms. And such powerful hands. Have you ever strangled anyone with them? Strangled? Why, yes. It's perfectly simple. A little bit of pressure in the right place and the rest just goes by itself. Just like politics.
Permit me to introduce my husband,
Adolf Dummermuth, the head of our class.
Frau Schnell.
Mathilde Blumhardt. I remember the way you used to follow Anton with your eyes from behind the shop door. But you've grown a little thin and dry, haven't you? Poor Mathilde.
Where's my daughter? Ottilie.
Your daughter.
And my son, Carl.
Your son.
How is that position, madame? The honor of John Sochnosian.
Now, is it you who signs the death certificates?
Death certificates?
When someone dies.
Oh, well, why, certainly it is one of my duties.
And when the heart dies, what is it that you put down? A heart failure?
What a golden sense of humor.
A bit grim when you say.
Not grim, not grim at all. She's promised us $1 million.
What?
$1 million.
$1 million? She gonna go for $1 million?
Burgermeister? Huh?
Yes!
I'm thirsty.
Oh! Beer! 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 Beer!
Here.
Gracious lady and friends, gracious from us by an infirmity of the lungs in the blooms of her youth. Your father, Siegfried Wasser the builder, whose work can be seen next to our railroads. That is to say, admired, a lasting monument to local workmanship and local design. And you, gracious lady, which one of us does not treasure your memory? We well remember your scholarly attainments.
Yes.
Good in natural history, strong sensitivity. We well remember how you saved up all of your little savings to buy a sack of potatoes for a poor starving widow who was in need of food. I say in the name of the town of Goulin, who has sorely missed you, long live our Clara!
Mrs. Burgomeister, fellow townspeople, I am greatly moved by the nature of your welcome and the disinterested joy that you have manifested on the occasion of my visit to my native town. However, I was not quite the lovely child the Burgomeister described in her gracious address.
Too modest, madame.
Well, in school, I was beaten.
Not by me.
And that sack of potatoes that I presented to the widow Bull, I actually stole with the help of Anton Schnell here. And not to save that old troll from starvation, but so that for once Anton and I might sleep in a real bed instead of under the trees of the forest. But nevertheless, I shall try to deserve your good opinion. In memory of the 17 years that I spent among you, I am prepared to hand over to the gift, the town of Goulin, the sum of 1 million marks. 500 million to the town and 500 million to be divided per citizen.
Oh, my little kitten.
The lady said under one condition. May we know what the condition is?
I will tell you. In exchange for my 1 million marks, I want justice.
Justice, madame?
I wish to buy justice.
But justice cannot be bought, madame.
Everything can be bought.
I don't understand.
Bobby, step forward.
Does anyone in your presence recognize me?
Harper! Why, it's Harper! Not Chief Magistrate Harper was on the governing board.
Exactly. Well, Madame Zarkanosian was here. I was presiding judge of the criminal court of Goulin. I served there until 25 years ago when Madame Zarkanosian offered me the opportunity of entering into her service as a butler. You may consider a strange employment for a member of the magistracy, but the salary
To
was...
get to the point.
You have heard Madame Zarkanosian's offer. She will give you 1 billion marks. When you have undone the injustice that she suffered here at your hands in Goulin as a judge.
Injustice at our hands? Impossible.
Anton Schnell,
Yes?
kindly stand.
Yes.
In those days, a bastardly case was tried before me, in which Madame Claire Zarkanosian, then called Claire Washer, charged you with being the father of an illegitimate child. You denied the charges, and produced 2 false witnesses in your support.
That's ancient history. An absurd business. Who remembers?
Where are the blind men?
Here we are. Here we are. Anton Schnell! Do you recognize these men?
I've never seen them before in my life. What are they?
We've changed. We've changed. What were your names in your former...
I was Ludwig Spar. Ludwig Spar.
Well,
These names mean nothing to me.
Jacob Hughlin and Ludwig Spar. Do you recognize the defendants?
We're blind.
By his voice.
By his voice. By his voice.
At that trial, I was the judge. And you?
We were the witnesses.
And what did you testify on that occasion?
That we had slept with Clara Basher. Many times.
And was it true?
No, we swore falsely. We bore false witness.
And why did you swear falsely?
That's
With what?
with a bottle of schnapps.
And now tell the people what happened to you. Speak!
She tracked us down.
Madame Zarkanosian tracked them down. Jacob Hughlin was found in Canada, Ludwig Spar in Australia. And when she found you, what did she do to you?
She handed us over to Mike and Max.
And what did Mike and Max do to you?
They made us what
what you see.
And there you have it. We are all present in Gulen once again. The plaintiff, the defendant, the two false witnesses, and the judge. Does the plaintiff have anything further to add?
There is nothing to add.
And the defendant?
Why are you doing this? It's all dead and buried.
What happened to the child that was born?
It lived a year.
And what happened to you?
I became a whore.
Why?
The judgment of the court left me with no alternative. No one would trust me, and no one would give me work.
And what is the nature of the reparations you demand?
I want the life of Anton Schnell.
Anton, no!
No, she's joking. It's all forgotten.
Nothing is forgotten. Neither those nights that we spent in the forest, or those mornings in the great barn, or that night in the cottage, and your treachery at the end. You said this morning that you wished time might be rolled back. Well, very well. I have just rolled it back. And now it is I who will buy justice. You bought it with a bottle of schnapps. I am willing to pay 1 billion marks.
Madame Zakanassian, we are not in the jungle. We may be poor, but we are not heathens. In the name of the town of Gulen, I decline your offer. In the name of humanity, we shall never accept.
Well, thank you very much, Burgomeister. I can wait.
Ah, good morning. Early.
Well, doesn't mean it, right?
Take them, Carl. Did they deliver the plum yet?
Before you came down.
Things are going up again. First of the month.
Again? And who's going to buy?
50 penny a dozen.
I'll just have to count them when I order. That's all.
That's up to you.
Well, there's nothing else to do.
Scraping along. Maybe things will get better.
Maybe. Carl. Children, come here. Daddy's got a little piece of good news for you. Who do you think is going to be the next Burgomeister?
The painter?
No.
The painter's helper?
No.
Daddy?
Papa?
Yes! In spite of everything, it's settled. It's official. What an honor for the family, huh? And at a time like this, say nothing of the salary and the rest of it.
Burgomeister.
Burgomeister. See, you don't have to be entirely ashamed of your father. But where's Mother?
Mother's shopping.
Mother's shopping. Well, if Mother wants to shop, let her shop. Tell you what, how about I break open some eggs and make a nice can of Spam?
Spam?
We'll breakfast like kings.
I'd like to. Well, I can't.
Now, why not?
They might have work for me down at the railroad station.
In the midst of all this heat, that's no work for a son of mine.
But we could use the money.
If you feel the need.
I'm sorry, Papa. I have to go too.
And you too? Where is this young lady going, if I may be so bold?
They may have some work for me at the employment agency.
The employment aid.
It's important to get there early.
All right. Tell you what. I'll have something nice and ready when you get back.
Good day. Burgomeister. Ha!
Good day, Burgomeister. Facts. Oh, not those on the green today.
They cost more.
Put in the book. Who's that singing out in the field?
Two blind men.
They sing well.
To hell with them.
They make you nervous.
Nope.
I hear they're getting ready for the wedding.
Yes, so they say.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning,
Morning.
husband.
Good morning.
Plum, please, husband.
Yes, come for me too, please.
Now I can only give you half a liter of plum each.
All right. Plum, please, husband.
Yes, come please.
Plum. Half a liter of plum here, Half a liter Clement.
And pizza, please, quarter kilo.
Now, I haven't have any Rita, but I can give you some very nice lard.
Rita.
Chicken fat.
Rita.
Goose fat.
Rita.
Okay. I may have some imported Rita around here. No, but I can order some.
White.
White?
Whole.
But whole.
Charge it.
Charge it.
And a package of chocolates.
And a package of chocolates.
Yes, we'll eat it over here if you don't mind.
Yes, please do.
Loads. Cool over here.
Now, charge it.
Of course.
All for one, one for all.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, station master.
It's going to be a hot day. How's business?
Fabulous. For a while, no one's coming in, and now I'm running a luxury trade.
Good.
You know, I'll never forget the way you all stood by me at the Golden Apostle.
We're not heathens, you know. We're behind you, my boy. The whole town's behind you.
As firm as a rock.
As firm as a rock, husband. There's no denying it. You're the most popular man in town. Most important. And in the spring, God willing, you'll be our new burgomeister.
As sure as death.
As sure as death.
Would you please bring my fish?
The 2 kilos.
Is that all?
2 kilos exactly.
2 kilos.
The fiancé!
They're to be married this week. It will be a tremendous wedding.
I saw his picture in the paper.
What a man.
Here.
The usual.
No. Import.
Import. But import requires 20.
We all have to splurge a little now and again.
And a package of cigars.
Black or blonde?
English.
English.
Chalk it up.
All right. I will, knowing it's you, but you're gonna have to pay me the moment your unemployment check comes in the mail. Adolf, are those new shoes you're wearing?
Yeah? So?
And you too, monkey love.
Yes, what about them?
New shoes. You all have new shoes.
A person can't go around forever wearing the same old shoes.
Shoes wear out.
And what are you gonna pay the shoes for?
We got them on credit.
On credit?
Everyone uses credit nowadays.
Give us credit yourself.
And what are you gonna pay off the credit with? With what? Huh? With what? With what? With what? With what? With what?
What a beautiful morning. Silver haze on the streets and a violet sky above. I think Count Hope would have liked this. Do you remember him, Bobby? He was my third husband.
Yes, madame.
What a horrible man.
Yes, madame.
His pay grow up yet?
Yes, madame. He's fishing.
Already? What a singular passion.
Good morning, my love.
Oh, Pedro, there you are.
Where's my darling? 4 kilos.
A jewel. I'll have it filled for you. Just give it to Bobby.
Ah, it is so wonderful here. I like your little town.
Oh, do you?
Yes, these people, they're all so,
Simple.
no, so,
Decent.
no, so,
Honest.
no, so.
Oh, hard-working.
Well, my angel, you are a minder. That is just what I was going to say. Yes.
Well, I know that.
Yet, when we arrived here, it was also so
Shabby.
shabby. But now, everywhere you go, see them buzzy as bees cleaning their streets.
Yes. Sweeping, dusting, hanging new curtains in their windows, whistling as they work.
But You amazing, astonishing woman. You can't see all that from here.
Well, I know them. And in their gardens, I am sure that in their gardens they are busy manuring the soil for spring.
My angel, you know everything. On my way fishing this morning, I said to myself, look at them all manuring their gardens. This is extraordinary. And it's all because of you. Your return has brought them a new
Lease on life.
lights on life.
Well, it's true, this town was dying, but a town doesn't have to die, and I think they realize that now. People die, not towns. Tell Bobby to get me a cigar.
That's right. A dozen cream, a dozen glazed. Good, all right. Yes, I can. Thank you.
Schultz,
Ah, Schnell, sit down, have a beer.
thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
I want you to arrest Madame Zaknazi.
What?
I said, I want you to arrest Madame Zaknazi.
What the hell are you talking about?
I asked you to arrest this woman at once.
What crime has the lady committed?
You know perfectly well. She offered the town $1 billion.
And you want her arrested for that?
Schultz, it's your duty.
Extraordinary, extraordinary idea.
I am speaking to you as the next Burgomeister.
Look, Schnell, it's true. The lady did offer us $1 billion, but that doesn't entitle us to take police action against her.
Why?
Because in order to be arrested, you must first commit a crime.
Incitement to murder.
Yes, I agree. So I think the murder is a crime. And if the proposal was serious, that would constitute an assault.
Well, that's what I mean.
But the proposal can't be serious.
Why not?
Because the price is much too high. In a case like yours, you offer 1, maybe 2,000, but not $1 billion. That's ridiculous. And even if she was serious, that only proves she's out of her mind. And that's not a matter for the police.
Well, whether she's out of her mind or not, the danger to me is still the same.
Look, Schnell, show me when anyone threatens your life, say puts a gun at your head, and I'll be there in a flash.
So don't you wait till someone points a gun at me?
Calm down. We're all for you in this town.
I wish I could believe it.
You don't?
No, I don't. All of a sudden, my customers are buying whole clam, white bread, Rita, imported cigars. What does this mean?
It means business is picking up.
And shoes. They all have new shoes.
And what's wrong with new shoes? I've got a new pair myself.
Oh, you do?
And why not?
Is that Pilsner you're drinking?
It's the only thing.
Why, you used to drink a local brew.
Hogwash.
Listen,
Yes.
a radio.
Oh, it's Greensburg.
Greensburg.
You're right. He should close his window when he plays it. I'll make a note to speak to him.
And how can Greensburg afford a radio?
That's his business.
And you, Schultz, with your new shoes and your imported beer, how are you going to pay for all this?
That's my business. Hello? What? What? You're joking. Broken. Oh, I'll be there any moment.
Schultz, listen. The town is running up debts. Now debt comes prosperity. Now as prosperity comes the absolute need to kill me.
Oh, you're imagining things.
All she has to do is just sit and wait.
Oh, don't be a child.
We're all just waiting.
Look, Schnell, the police are here for your protection. We know our job. Calm down, all right?
Is that a new gold tooth?
What the hell are you talking about?
A brand new shiny gold tooth.
Look, you're crazy. Besides, I've got no time to waste. Madame Zakanazian's panther has broken loose.
Panther?
Yes, and I've got to go hunt it down.
It's not a panther you're hunting, and you know it. It's me.
Oh, don't. Go home, lock your door, shut your windows. Remember, good times are just around the corner.
This little town oppresses me.
Oh, does it? So you've changed your mind?
Yes, it is true. I find it charming. Simply charming.
Picturesque.
Yes, after all, it's a place where you were born. But it's too private for me. Too provincial. Too much like all small towns everywhere. These people, look at them. They fear nothing. They desire nothing. They strive for nothing. They have everything they want. They are asleep.
Well, perhaps one day they will come back to life again.
My God, do I have to wait for that?
Yes, you do. Why don't you go back to your fishing?
I think I will.
Oh, Pedro.
Yes, my love?
Telephone the president of Ambrose Bank and ask him to transfer 1 billion marks into my current account.
$1 billion? Yes, my love.
Schnell!
I must have a word with you, Burgomeister.
Schnell, sit down, my friend.
Is that a gun?
Well, yes. Madame Zaknasian's Black Panther's broken loose. It's been seen in the cathedral. It's well to be prepared.
Yes, of course. Why, that's a good cigar you're smoking.
Yes, Havana.
You used to smoke something else.
Fortuna.
Cheaper.
It was too strong.
A new thingy. Silk.
Yes. Do you like it?
And have you also bought new shoes?
Why, yes, I just ordered a new pair from Culverstone. Extraordinary. How did you ever guess? Come in. Your new typewriter, man. Put it over there. My dear boy, what's the matter? Aren't you well?
It's you who don't seem well, Burgomeister.
What do you mean?
You look pale.
I?
Your hands are trembling. Are you frightened?
What do I have to be afraid of?
Perhaps this sudden prosperity alarms you.
Is prosperity a crime?
Depends on how you pay for it.
I'm sorry, Snow. I have the slightest idea what you're talking about. Am I supposed to feel like a criminal every time I order a new typewriter?
Well, do you?
Well, I hope we haven't come here to talk about my new typewriter. Now, what was it you wanted?
I have come to claim the protection of the authorities.
Against
You know against whom?
you don't trust us?
That woman has put a price on my head.
Look here, Schnell. Lads have perjured themselves and had a young woman thrown onto the streets.
That young...
Faithfully.
That's why I'm here.
Person to person. Now, you now have no moral right to say a word against the girl, and I advise you not to. And I hate to tell you this, but there's no longer any question of your being elected Burgomeister.
Is that official?
It's official.
I see.
The person elected to have the high post of Burgomeister must have, obviously, certain moral qualifications. Qualifications which you unhappily no longer possess. Now you can count on the esteemed friendship of the town just as before. Well, that goes without saying. I suggest you lay a mantle of silence over the whole miserable business.
So I'm to remain silent while they arrange my murder?
Well, now who is arranging your murder? Give me the names and I'll investigate the case at once.
You.
I resent this. Do you think I want to kill you for money?
No. You don't want to kill me, but you do want to have me killed.
Bobby, what are all of these townsmen doing with guns? Whom are they hunting?
Panther has escaped, madame.
Who let him out?
Call me at lobby, madame.
How excited they all are. Do you suppose there may be a shooting?
Oh, it is possible, madame.
Sorry to disturb you, Pastor.
God's house is open to all. Oh, the gun? That's because of the panther. It's best to be prepared.
Yes, of course. Will you help me, Pastor?
Of course. What's the trouble?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Of everyone. They're
I know. You're passing through a profound psychic experience.
I'm going through hell.
The hell you are going through exists only within yourself. Many years ago, you tried to go shamefully for money. Now you think we should sell you just as you sold her. No, my friend. You are projecting your guilt upon others. It's quite natural, but remember, the root of our torment lies always within our hearts, within our souls. When you have understood this, you can conquer the fears that oppress you. You have the weapons with which to destroy.
But don't you see? Simon Tucker has bought a washing machine.
Do not worry about the washing machine. Worry about your soul.
Stalkers has a television set.
There's also great hope. Examine your conscience, Schnell. Repent. Otherwise, your fears will consume you. Believe me. It's the only way. Now, I must leave you. I have a baptism. You may stay as long as you like. Bible, crucifix, gun, red. The only security. Yes. Isn't it so marvelous? Full, sonorous.
A new bell. You too, Pastor? You too?
Oh, God. God, forgive me. We are poor, weak things, all of us. Do not tempt us further into hell. Go, Schnell. Go, my friend. Go.
Bobby, what are those gun shots? Have they caught the panther yet?
He is dead, madame.
But there were 2 shots.
The panther is dead, madame.
I loved him. I shall miss him.
Gracious lady, be so good as to accept our heartfelt condolences. Your beautiful panther is no more. Believe me, we are deeply pained that so tragic an event would mar your visit here. But what could we do? The panther was a savage, a beast. To him our human laws would not apply. There was no other way that we could harbor.
Anton, why are you frightening children?
Go away, Claire. I warn you. Go away.
How strange it is, Anton. And how clearly it all comes back to me. On the day that we saw one another for the first time, do you remember? I was on the balcony then. It was a day just like today. A day in autumn without a breath of wind, and warm as it is now. Only lately it seems I'm always cold. But you stared up at me so darkly. Oh, I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to go back into my room where it was safe, but for some reason I couldn't. You stared up at me so angrily, as if you wanted to hurt me. But then your eyes were so full of passion. And then I don't know why, but for some reason I left the balcony and came down and stood in the street beside you. You didn't greet me. You didn't even say a word. Then you took my hand and we walked together out of town to the fields. And then behind us came Cobby and Lobby, sniveling and giggling and snarling like 2 dogs. And suddenly you picked up a stone and hurled it at them, and they just ran yelping back into town. And then we were alone. That was the beginning, and everything else just has to follow. There is no escape.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Schnell. Good evening.
Good evening.
So I hear you're taking a little
Kalverstadt.
Halberstadt?
After that, somewhere else.
After that, somewhere else.
I was thinking maybe Australia.
Australia?
What would you be doing in Australia?
One can't live in the same town year in and year out.
But Australia is a really bad idea this time of year. I mean,
It's a risky trip for a man your age. One of the ladies' little men ran off to Australia.
Yeah, she'll be much safer here.
much.
I wrote a letter to the administration.
Yes, and?
They didn't answer. They didn't answer because the postmaster held up my letter.
Our postmaster? What an idea.
The postmaster is a member of the town council.
A man of utmost integrity. He doesn't hold up letters. What an idea.
Local to Kalverstadt.
What are you all doing? What do you want of me?
We don't like to see you go.
We've come to see why.
I didn't ask you to come.
But we have come as old friends.
As old friends. A pleasant journey.
And long life.
And good luck in Australia.
What are you going to do? What are you doing? Get off the field! Get off! What's going on here?
Oh, now look. You've gone and missed your train.
You know where I can get some water? Thanks. Mr. Train? To Kalverstadt? Well, come with us then. We're headed that way.
Come with us.
No. This is my town. I changed my mind. I'm staying.
Okay.
All right.
The doctor and the teacher from high school to see you at all.
Send them in.
Dr. Nelson and Professor Melton.
Madame,
You look dusty, professionals.
oh, please forgive us. We had to climb over an old carriage to get here.
Our respect.
A fabulous wedding.
Beautiful occasion.
It's stifling here, but I do love this old town. The smell of axle grease and old people and freshly cut grass. It is the scent of my youth. All of this was here when I was just a girl.
Remarkable place.
Who has ever seen such magnificence? The flowers, the jewels, the people.
The theatrical world, the world of finance, the world of art, the world of science.
All of these worlds are now back in their Cadillacs speeding toward the Capitol for the wedding reception. But I'm sure you didn't come here to talk about them.
Dear lady, we do not wish to intrude on your time. Your husband must be wedding vacation.
Oh, no, I planned to take him off to Brazil.
To Brazil?
For his honeymoon.
Oh, to your wedding, yes?
I planned a delightful dinner for them. They'll never miss me. But now, what is it that you wish to talk about?
About,
Yes?
Anton Schnell, madame.
Is he dead?
Madame, we may be poor, but we have our principles.
I see. Well, then, what is it that you want?
Well, in anticipation of your well-known munificence, that is, feeling that you would give the town some sort of gift. We've all been buying things, necessities.
With money we don't have.
So you've run into debt,
Up to here.
in spite of your principles.
We're human.
I see.
We've been poor a long time. A long, long time.
The question is, how are we going to pay?
You already know.
Madame, put yourself in our position for one wilderness. And all this time, my gallant colleague, Dr. Nelson, has been rattling around in her ancient Mercedes from patient to patient, trying to keep these wretches alive. Why? Why have we spent our lives in this miserable home? For money? Hardly. The pay is ridiculous.
And the teacher here is declined an offer to head to high school in Halberstadt.
And the doctor here has also refused an important post at the University of Erlangen. Madame, the simple fact is, we love our town. We were born here. It is our life.
It's true.
What has kept us going all these years is the hope that one day we'd be healthy and prosperous, as we were in the days when we were young.
If the wagon works were put on its feet again.
And the foundry, there is no reason for our poverty. We suffer here from mysterious blight. If we had credit, if we had confidence, the factories would open again and orders and permissions would pour in. We'd have back our lives. If we had,
Credit. Commissions.
windmills, then
Our electricity bills would go down.
And if the foundry and the writing works were put on our feet again, well, we don't need $1 billion. 10 million properly invested would give us back our lives and incidentally return to the investor an excellent dividend. Buy these factories, Madame, and Gulen will not only flourish for you, it'll bless you and make money for you.
I don't need money.
Madame, we're not asking for your charity. This is business.
Well, it is a good idea.
Oh, dear lady, I knew you would let us down.
Oh, but it's out of the question. I cannot buy the wagon works. I already own them.
The wagon works.
And the foundry?
And the foundry.
And the windmills.
The windmills. The streets. The houses. The shops. The whole town. I had my agents buy up this rubbish bit by bit, and over the years, I had it all. Your dreams were an illusion. Your hard work in fantasy. And your whole lives completely senseless.
Then the mysterious blight.
The mysterious blight was I.
This is monstrous.
Monstrous. I was 17 when I left Gulen. It was the middle of winter. My long braids hung down my back. I was wearing a cotton sailor suit. As I walked out of town, all of the boys whistled after me and threw stones. I sat freezing in my seat of that Hamburg Express, and I watched the roof of that great barn drift out of sight. Before it was gone, I promised myself that one day I would return.
But, Madame...
And now I have. Mike, Max, take me back to the Golden Apostle. I've been here long enough.
Madame, wait, one moment, please. I see it all now. I had thought of you as an avenging fury, a Medea, Clytemnestra, but I was wrong. You are a warm-hearted woman who has just suffered a terrible injustice. You have returned now to set it straight. You've put us through the flames, Madame, and please save us.
When I have had justice.
But, Madame, one injustice cannot cure another. What good will it do to force us into crime? Horror succeeds horror. Shame is piled on shame. It settles nothing.
It settles everything.
Madame, this lesson you have taught us will never be forgotten. It'll be a monument more lasting than any vengeance. It'll be passed down from mother to daughter. Madame, whatever we have been in the past, in the future, we will be better because of you. You've put us through fires, Madame. No, please, Madame, have pity. That is the highest justice.
The highest justice has no pity. It is simply pure and clear, bright. This world made me into a whore, and so I make this world into a brothel. Those who wish to go down may go down. Those who wish to dance with me may dance with me. Go.
Claire is entitled to a little happiness after all. I'm happy for it. Bridesmaids dance
Oh, and the dresses.
Oh, it's the fashion nowadays.
Reporters and photographers, all over. They'll be here any moment, you know.
What have reporters to do with us? We're simple people. There's nothing for them here.
They're questioning everybody.
Footsteps. He's pacing the room up and down day and night.
Haven't seen him all week.
He never goes out.
That's really bad of the way he treated poor Madame Zachanosian.
Oh, yes, I feel very badly about it myself.
Ruin a young girl like that. God doesn't forgive it. I just hope he'll have enough sense to keep his mouth shut in front of the reporters.
I certainly hope so.
You know his character.
Only too well.
He tried to throw dirt at our Clara by telling a lot of lies and saying how she tried to get us to kill him, which she didn't mean in the first place.
Oh, of course not.
We'll definitely have to do something about it. Not because of the money, even, but out of ordinary human decency. God knows she suffered enough through him already.
Oh, she has indeed.
Have the reporters been here yet?
No.
I was wondering, Frau Schnell, if I might have a strong alcoholic drink.
Oh, sure. Being honored to serve you, Herr Professor. Let's see. I've good hard schnapps around here somewhere. Ah, here we go.
Excellent.
Your hand is shaking, Herr Professor.
To tell you the truth, I've been drinking a little already.
Oh, well. Have another. It'll do you good.
Is that him up there walking?
Up and down, up and down.
It's his conscience.
Careful, a reporter just asked us the way to the shop.
You didn't tell him anything, did you?
I told him we were strangers here. My boy will deal with them. Make sure Papa doesn't come down. Leave that to me.
Listen to me, all of you. When the reporters come, I'm going to make a statement. A statement on behalf of myself as rector of Gulen High School, and a statement on behalf of all of you, for all your sakes.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to tell the truth about Claire Zachanosian.
You're drunk, Professor. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Should I be ashamed? You should all be ashamed.
Shut your trap, you're drunk.
Please, Professor. Girl, you disappoint me. It is your place to speak, and you are silent, and you force your old teacher to raise her voice. I am going to speak the truth. It is my duty, and I'm not afraid. The world may not wish to listen, but no one can silence me. I'm going now.
No, you're not. Stop.
What's going on? What's the trouble, Professor?
Schnell, I'm speaking out to the press. I'm telling them everything.
Please, be quiet, Professor.
What did you say?
Be quiet.
You want me to be quiet?
Please?
But Schnell, if you miss this chance, they're over in Garchinsky's shop now.
Please.
Very well. You too are on their side. I have no more to say. Is Anton Smell here? Are you Ernst Smell?
Schnell?
Yeah, Schnell.
No, he's going to the culvert shop for the day.
Okay, good day.
Close call.
Pretty smart of you not to say anything. You know what to expect if you do.
I'm taking a banana.
Bastard, come on, Truman!
They're going to kill you. I've known it all along, and you too, you must have known it. The need is too great, the temptation too strong. I'm like them, and as one of them, I feel myself hardening into something that is not human, not beautiful.
It can't be helped.
Pull yourself together, man! Speak to the press, tell them something!
No, I'm not going to fight it anymore.
Are you so frightened that you don't dare open your mouth?
I made Claire what she is. I made myself what I am. What am I supposed to do? Pretend that I'm innocent?
No, you can't. You're guilty as hell.
Yes.
You are a bastard.
Yes.
But that does not justify your murder. I wish I could believe it for what they're doing. What they're going to do. In a little while, they will have justified everything and forgotten everything. Your name will never again be mentioned in this town.
I don't hold it against you.
But I hold it against myself. I hold it against myself the rest of my life. Give me a bottle of schnapps and charge it.
Good evening, Schnell. I've just dropped in for a moment.
I was just finishing my accounts.
Town council meets tonight in the Golden Apostle.
I will be there.
Everyone will be there. Your case will be discussed and final action will be taken. The lady's offer will be rejected.
Possibly.
Of course, I may be wrong.
Of course.
In that case, are you willing to accept the judgment of the town? The meeting will be covered by the press, you know.
By the press?
Yes, in the radio and the newsreel. It's a very ticklish situation. What with all the publicity, we've become famous. All of a sudden, our ancient democratic institutions have become an interest to the world.
Are you going to make the condition public?
No, of course not directly. We'll put the matter to the vote. Only those involved will understand.
I see.
As far as the press is concerned, you're simply an intermediary between us and Madame Zakanasi. I've whitewashed you completely.
That is very generous of you.
Well, frankly, it's not for your sake. For the sake of your family and friends. They've been honest and decent.
Oh?
So far, we've all played fair. You've kept your mouth shut, and so have we. Now can we continue to depend on you? Because if you have any idea of opening your mouth at tonight's meeting, well, there won't be any meeting.
I'm glad to hear an open threat at last.
We're not threatening you. You're threatening us. If you speak, you force us to act in advance.
That won't be necessary.
If the town sides against you,
I'll accept their decision.
good. I'm glad to see there's still a spark of decency left in you. But wouldn't it be better if we didn't have to have a meeting at all? I brought you this.
Thank you.
Well, it's loaded.
I don't need a gun.
You see, we could tell Madame Zakanasi that we'd condemned you in a secret meeting, and you'd anticipated our decision. I've lost a lot of sleep getting to this point, believe me.
Oh, I believe you.
Frankly, in your sake, I prefer to take the path of honor and get it over with once and for all. Don't you agree? For the sake of your friends, your family, you have a son, a daughter. Now you know our need, our misery.
You put me through hell. You and your town. You smiled and reassured me, but day by day I saw you change. Your shoes, your ties, your suits, your hearts. If you had been honest with me then, perhaps I'd feel differently toward you now. Might have used that gun you brought me for the sake of my friends. I've conquered my fear. Alone. It was hard, but it's done. And now you have to judge me. Now I'll accept your judgment. For me, that'll be justice. For you, I don't know. You may kill me if you like. I won't complain. I won't protest. I won't defend myself. But I won't do your job for you either.
There it is. You've had your chance, and good day.
Good day. Ah, what a lovely fur coat, Matilda.
Oh, real fur, you like it?
Well, should I? Adelie, what a lovely dress.
C'est très chic, n'est-ce pas?
What?
Adelie's taking a course in English literature.
I see. Very useful. Carl, whose automobile is that on the curb?
Oh, it's only an Opel. They're not that expensive.
You bought yourself a car?
On credit, easiest thing in the world.
On credit?
Anton, these fears of yours are ridiculous. Clara has a good heart. She only means to teach you a lesson.
She means to teach you a lesson, that's all.
It's high time you got the point, Father.
I get the point. Listen, the bells are dueling. You hear?
Yes, we have 4 now. It sounds quite good.
Like in Gray's Elegy.
What?
Adelie's taking a course in English literature.
Oh, that's nice. Carl, I should very much like to take a ride in your car. Well, our car.
You'd like to take a ride in my car?
It's Sunday. I want to ride through the forest and the town that I've lived in all my life.
I don't think that will look very nice for any of us, Anton.
Oh, perhaps you're right. I'll walk.
Well, then take us to Collerstadt, Carl. We'll go to the cinema.
Ah, cinema. It's a good idea.
Goodbye, Anton. See you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye, Papa.
Goodbye. Even the forest has turned to gold.
The old tree is dying.
Clara,
Well, Anton, how pleasant to see you here. I was just visiting my forest. May I sit by you?
yes, please do. I was just saying goodbye to my family. they've gone and seen cinema. Ollie's taking French lessons, and of course English literature.
How nice. They're finally beginning to take an interest in higher things.
We had a child,
Yes,
a boy or a girl.
the girl.
What name did you give her?
I called her Genevieve.
Oh, that's a very pretty name.
Yes.
What was she like?
Well, I only saw her once, right when she was born. Then they took her away from me.
Her eyes?
They weren't open yet.
Her hair?
It was black, I think, but it's usually black at first.
Oh yes, of course. Where did she die, Claire?
Oh, some family. I've actually forgotten their name. Meningitis, they said. The officials wrote me a letter.
I'm so very sorry.
Well, now I've told you about our daughter. How about you tell me about myself?
About yourself.
Yes. What was I like when I was 17? And the days when you loved me?
I remember one time, you waited for me in the great barn. And when I finally found you, you were lying in the hay cart with nothing on and a long straw in between your lips.
I was pretty in those days.
You were beautiful.
And you were so strong. The day that you fought those two railway men who had been following me, I wiped the blood off of your face with my red petticoat.
Here we are, Clara. Sitting in our forest for the last time. The town council will meet tonight. They will condemn me to death. One of them will kill me. I don't know who and I don't know where. All I know is tonight, a useless life will come to an end.
I will take your coffin with me to Capri. You have your tomb in the park of my villa, where I can see you from my bedroom window. White marble and onyx and a grove of green cypress, with a beautiful view of the Mediterranean.
Why, I've always wanted to see it.
Your love for me died years ago, Anton. But my love for you would not die. It turned into something strong, like the hidden roots of this forest. And something evil, like the white mushrooms that grow unseen in the darkness. And slowly, it reached out for your life. And now I have you. You are mine. Alone at last. Forever. A peaceful ghost in a silent house. Adieu, Anton.
Adieu.
Fellow townsmen, I call this meeting to order. The agenda. There is only one matter before us. Madame Claire Zakhanasian has offered the town the gift of 1 billion marks. 500 million to be divided per capita amongst the citizens. 500 million to be divided. Does anyone disagree with the way this shall be decided? The town physician, the pastor, the painter, the town health official, the rector of Gulen High School. You wish to speak?
Yes,
Very well then.
fellow townsmen, my dear fellow townsmen. We all know that by means of this gift, Madame Claire Zakhanasian intends to obtain a certain object. What is this object? To enrich the town of her youth, yes, but more than that. She desires, by means of this gift, to reestablish justice among us. This question, brought about by our benefactress, raises an all-important question. Is it true that our community harbors in its soul such a feeling of guilt?
Yes, true!
Citizens of Gulen, this then is the simple recognize the material advantages of which this gift will bestow upon us. I also realize that poverty is the root of this bitterness and evil. Nevertheless, there is no question here of money.
No, 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 no.
Here there is no question of our prosperity as a community, nor our prosperity as individuals. Here the question is, must be, whether or not we wish to live our lives by the principles of justice, those principles which our forefathers lived and fought for, and for which they died, those principles which form the soul of our Western culture. Wealth has meaning only when benevolence comes of it, and he who hungers grace shall receive grace. Do you feel that hunger, my fellow citizens, the hunger of the spirit?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you feel that other hunger, that profane hunger, that hunger of the body? That is the question which I, as rector of your high school, now propose you. Only when you can no longer tolerate the presence of evil among us, only when you can abolish all sins and all your greed, only then are you truly worthy to receive Madame Zaknasian's billion. If not, then God have mercy on us all.
Anton Schnell. Anton Schnell, it is through you that this gift has been offered to the town. Are you willing that the offer be accepted?
You'll have to speak up a little, Herr Schnell.
Yes.
Very well, then I proceed to vote. All those in accord with the terms on which this gift has been offered to the town will signify the same by raising the right hands. All against? The offer is accepted. I'd like to declare to the world that we take this action not out of love for worldly gain, love for the right.
But out of love for the right.
We join together now as brothers.
We join together now as brothers.
To purify our town of guilt.
To purify our town of guilt.
And to reaffirm our faith.
And to reaffirm our faith.
In the eternal power of justice.
Oh, God!
Oh, I'm sorry, Archnell. We seem to have blown a fuse. Would you mind doing that last bit again?
Again?
Yes, for the newsreel.
Oh, for the newsreel, certainly. And to reaffirm our faith.
And to reaffirm our faith.
In the eternal power of justice.
In the eternal power of justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call the meeting adjourned. Refreshments will be served by compliments of the town council. The exits lead directly to the restaurant.
Thank you.
Are they all gone?
All gone.
Lock the doors.
Lock's here.
Locked here.
The gallery.
Empty.
Sit down!
Is it to be now?
Naturally now.
I thought it'd be much better to have it at my home.
Well, it will be here.
It's time. Pastor, will you be so good?
Anton Schnell, your heavy hour has come.
May I have a beer?
Beer. In the words of Prophet Amos,
Please.
you're no longer afraid.
I'm not afraid.
I will pray for you.
Pray for us all.
It's time.
Here, Mr. Deadman, rejoice! Free, just in my mind at ease. No,
There's no smoking on television. Oh, the red light is on. Hi, Mom. It's me again. It's Mike. We're here to give you a backstage pass.
Thank you, Mike's mommy, for the chocolates.
Yes, thank you for the chocolates, Mom. Hope you know you made every girl mad at me because they looked at the calorie card and, oh boy.
God dang it!
I'm sorry.
Don't know.
All right. All right. Rule number 1.
Don't touch
Don't
the curtain.
touch
What is
the curtain.
I don't know.
We're good now, guys. Let's go backstage.
No photographs, please. Please, no photographs.
It's all right. It's all right.
No. No.
Say hello.
Hello.
Very good. And we're going down here. And
What about me?
Jacob.
Mike?
I caught you, you bastard. You're the one.
What? Oh, my mom in Oregon, she sent me some chocolate. Would you want some chocolate?
Bastards. Okay, moving right along. Wait. Whoa, it's massive. All right, we'll put that back for later.
Thank you, Mom.
Burrito. Wait. Battle scars. Ah, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Popo. Leopard claw.
Baby.
We don't get anything?
I don't even get to be
Nudity?
on camera. Sad.
Always.
What
None. Taking a tour.
Yeah, I heard they.
Oh God. Who is that? Who is that?
Ow.
Who is that?
Sorry. It's okay.
I don't know.
I need my makeup done.
Hey.
Ditto. I just need a black.
Go. Whoa there.
All right. The wardrobe. Mom, that's my wardrobe.
What a good wardrobe it is.
Mike, remember you wore this?
Study with makeup.
No, Jacob.
Yes, that's my very first one.
The show is over.
Alessandro, what's
This is for Act 1 for Mike.
Oh, we're looking up.